Anthony, Fox News, leaving Windsor Castle after a royal visit with Britain's King Charles.
I cannot help but wonder what our forebears from 1776 would make of this friendship today.
That was at a lavish state dinner where the president said,
"The bond of kinship and identity between America and the United Kingdom is priceless and eternal. It's irreplaceable and unbreakable."
Now, the president's just arrived at the prime minister's country estate to meet with Keir Starmer.
Trade, Russia's war in Ukraine, and ending the war in Gaza will be top of mind and on that agenda today, and also the president's meeting with business leaders. And President Trump will be holding a press conference alongside the prime minister.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. The president also posted on Truth Social in the UK. In one, he wrote he'll designate Antifa a major terrorist organization, wanting to invest those who fund it, calling Antifa a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster. Another post congratulated ABC for having the courage to take Jimmy Kimmel off the air. His show's been shelved indefinitely over comments Kimmel made about the Charlie Kirk assassination and the suspected gunman.
Kimmel, he first made these statements the day after Kirk's murder. He began with this quote, "With all these terrible things happening, you would think that our president would at least make an attempt to bring us together, but he didn't." Then, on the following Monday and Tuesday, Kimmel claimed the MAGA gang was trying to capitalize on the murder and score political points. Kimmel received sharp criticism for suggesting the killer was a MAGA supporter when officials had already confirmed the suspect held leftist ideology.
Fox's Chanley Painter, two police officers in critical but stable condition the morning after they survived a shooting that left three other officers dead in York County, Pennsylvania, near Maryland. Attacked while they were serving a warrant.
I can confirm that the shooter is dead.
State Police Colonel Christopher Paris says he was killed by return fire. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A Hoosier University responds to a controversial social media post about the Charlie Kirk assassination. Nothing on radar. 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 89 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:02. Ball State University says it has fired its director of health promotion and advocacy after a Facebook post about political activist Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated last week in Utah. A part of Susan Swerk's social media post said, "Let me be clear. If you think Charlie Kirk was a wonderful person, we can't be friends." Ball State University released a statement explaining that her post was inconsistent with her leadership role and caused significant disruptions to the university. ICE detainees could start arriving at Miami Correctional Facility on October 1st, and state leaders say Indiana is preparing to house 1,000 of them under a federal contract.
We are housing them, we're feeding them, giving them medical care. They're getting their legal rights, everything they have, obtained to them. We're clothing them.
That's Correction Commissioner Lloyd Arnold speaking to a state budget committee yesterday. Indiana's Department of Correction is requesting nearly $16 million in upgrades, including fencing, lighting, and temporary housing for staff. The state plans to charge the federal government $291 per person it houses. Indiana has not had a whole lot of rain lately, but there could be some in the forecast this weekend. Forecaster Joe Neal at the National Weather Service.
It doesn't look like it's going to be the sort of widespread soaking rain that we really need to make up the longer-term rainfall deficit that we're seeing right now.
And he says the chances for rain about 20 to 40%. Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor named AFC Offensive Player of the Week on Wednesday by the NFL. The Colts are in Tennessee to play the Titans on Sunday, looking to go 3-0. And after trading wins in a 3-game series, the Indiana Fever and the Atlanta Dream play to go to the next round tonight in Atlanta. Game 3, 7:30 tip-off. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Thursday morning at 6:04.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99%, or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota. on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841 and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
Northbound 65 on the south side is looking pretty good right now. For the moment, from Keystone Avenue up to the south split, that is a construction zone where they're adding a travel lane to I-65 from the south split to 465. Construction that will end at the end of next year. Yeah, northeast side, northbound 465 looks good. East 56 up to Allisonville Road. No problems right now. When that changes, I will let you know. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, Tony. Good morning on this Thursday. We're dialing up the heat a little bit more today, and more of the same. More of that sunshine. It's going to be very quiet today. We'll finish with a high of 90 later on this afternoon. Clear and quiet tonight, a low of 62. We'll do it again tomorrow. Sunny skies, a high of 90. Still pretty warm for the weekend. Saturday's going to be dry, partly cloudy, 88. There is a slight chance for some showers late on Sunday, a high of 86. And then Monday will begin a few days in a row of some needed rain chances with some scattered showers and storms Monday and a high of around 83.
That is Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. Thank you, Marcus. Go live your good life. 60 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:07.
This hour powered by Absolute Comfort, your American Standard Mitsubishi Electric Ductless Mini Splits dealer.
There's much to say about Jimmy Kimmel. Let me also say that it is not the only story in America. The way it has been perceived and the way it's been shared is oft wrong, just like Jimmy Kimmel's commentary. And there's a timeline that matters. But if we're going to cheer rolls from the FCC, well, first we're cheering the concept of the FCC. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. We will get to Jimmy Kimmel being removed from the show, and most probably that show is not coming back. But I heard that about Police Academy 5, and then there was Police Academy 6. The Fed cuts a quarter point, which was not going to make anybody happy. It wasn't. Federal Reserve rate cutting a quarter point yesterday. That though they do also project they would do twice more this year. So that would be a 3/4 point cut. By the end of this year, they're clearly going after a 1 point cut. A full percent cut. Well, that's going to make a difference on a mortgage. That's going to make a difference on a whole bunch of things. That's going to possibly spur on some good capital investment in lending. Get people going again. This is great. This is terrific. This is wonderful. If the inflation is actually at bay, which I want, and you want, and we all want. I would hope we all want. I don't think it is. And a quarter point, not a half point, I think is the Fed playing in this space very openly with the market. We know what you've built in. We know what you're saying, but there are numbers over here. When we take a look at the drop down in manufacturing and other things, we're not buyers. But the GDP is 3.3. But look at the retail spend. Look at all these other things. Everything is just happy. It's not just happy. Keep saying it. And it's not doomsday. It's just honest. The quarter point? Great. Let's find out. So it's going to get us to just under 4.1% on the Federal Reserve rate. We'll see things drop down to 6.25%. We'll see movement, one would assume, on the 10-year Treasury. Maybe that's why the Treasury had been going down. They anticipated this rate cut coming. But that's step number one, and you might see a full percent before the end of the year, which might lead some people to hold off on any level of investment until they see the lower interest rates. That's not going to be fun either. I have got everything on the story of what happened with Jimmy Kimmel, but don't ever get it twisted. Even if I take a look at the actions of the FCC and say, dear Lord, what are we actually saying here? Jimmy Kimmel was a liar. Jimmy Kimmel is a liar. Jimmy Kimmel was a clear actor of the political left on national television, never once giving an honest assessment of the story, not just his opinion, an honest assessment of the story. And as an entertainer, failed miserably. I'm not going to miss him, but I am going to discuss what happened. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. If you're looking for a good deal, you need Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. Andy Moore, I bought a used vehicle from Andy Moore. I bought a new vehicle from Andy Moore. You are going to love working with them because with Andy Moore's Get More Guarantee, you always get more savings, more selection, and more for your trade. You can even buy your vehicle 100% online, and Andy Moore will deliver it right to your door. You need service on your vehicle? You talk to Andy Moore Ford. They will pick your car up. They will take care of it, make it run beautifully, and then bring it right back to you. And if you have a business, Andy Moore Ford has got the commercial fleet, the trucks, the vans. You need them customized. You have the big diesels. You have large-scale engines you need work on. Andy Moore Ford, they just built the facility right there in Plainfield to be able to handle it all. And they have over 175 Super Duty trucks on the ground ready to work for you. Talk to Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at Andy Moore Ford. That's MOHR, AndyMooreFord.com.
This is Gary Dick. A boost for a planned EV components factory in Indiana at 632. Join IBJ October 21st as we honor our 2025 Women of Influence. RSVP by October 14th at IBJ.com/events.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten, classics are remixed, bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
It's the start of our favorite season here in Indy, football season. That's right, with all the hype and action this season brings, we know things can get loud and messy real quick. Before you invite your friends and family over to watch the games, you better call my cleaning heroes at Zero Res to clean up all those fumble moments in your home. And lucky for you, you can score big this month with great savings. Hi, this is Denny Smith, and you can get 3 rooms Zero Resified starting at just $129 and take $75 off your air duct cleaning too. The Zero Res service is easy to line up, and you can go online at ZeroResIndy.com to do the scheduling at your convenience. And don't forget the ZR water difference. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, leaving things really clean. Now mention WIBC and you'll get 3 rooms cleaned by the Zero Res Pro starting at just $129. $129 plus $75 off duct cleaning too. 317-388-5141. Online at ZeroResIndy.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's happening?
Inbound 69 looking pretty good. Good morning, Fishers. Fantastic from State Road 37 to 465. We're moving. No delays at the moment. And if you're coming up from Greenwood today, checking northbound 65. It's fine. Whiteland Road up to I-65. A little bit of a slowdown as you get to 465 in that construction. Please be careful of that. It's always a little bit tricky if you're peeling off the 465 or even going straight onto northbound 65 or going north, as they say in the vernacular. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
60 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill. But those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in. Cool as can be. Tap Good RX. Saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Hi, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even I added too much water to the pizza dough day?
Yep.
How about getting a call from my daughter to pick her up at the airport because her boyfriend is unreliable day?
Especially that day.
What about finding out that one of my pipes suddenly burst in my basement day?
Progressive has every day covered 24/7 with a Home and Auto Bundle. Also, you have a lot of bad days.
Oh no, that was all the same day.
At least you're covered with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
I doubt that it's surprising to learn that I shed no tear with the news that Jimmy Kimmel had been pulled from his show. Whether I think Jimmy Kimmel had talent or not is inconsequential. Whether I think Jimmy Kimmel was a liar or not, I absolutely do. Whether I think Jimmy Kimmel was acting as a de facto paid actor of the Democratic Party, masquerading on network television as an entertainer, I absolutely believe that to be true. It doesn't mean I'm cool with the FCC right now, because I'm never cool with wokeism, never cool with a scold, and most importantly, I don't get threatened by my government. And I don't want you to get threatened by your government either. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. The argument over the Charlie Kirk, it's not a joke, it was a statement, could be seen, and I think it should be properly argued, as the straw that broke the camel's back. It was enough that Jimmy Kimmel, over the years, was clearly engaged in a political slander of Americans to benefit a political party. Now you say to me, Tony, have you ever heard yourself on the air? Have I ever represented myself as anything but? And did I not spend these past few days lambasting Pam Bondi for her nonsense? Have you never heard me say, I'm not a fan of these tariffs? If you want to say, have you ever heard your show, Tony, you can. But the honest person now has to accept that I'll speak for myself, clearly can discuss the issues and say that's right and that's wrong. Some people refer to that as calling balls and calling strikes. Some people will never admit that this is what we do here, and we do it in an entertaining and joyous way. The idea that Jimmy Kimmel makes more money than I do still sends me into apoplectic fit. But Jimmy Kimmel does not do that. Jimmy Kimmel was an attack dog. And Jimmy Kimmel, going back to conversations around COVID, was clearly getting his talking points from Chuck Schumer, on healthcare, I should say, getting his talking points from Senator Chuck Schumer. There is no doubt about this. I can't seem to have a normal conversation with the governor, Republican Mike Braun. There's a difference, a massive difference. And it must be noted. The idea that Jimmy Kimmel is just a comedian is not the argument that can be made, and why I disagree with people like Mike Birbiglia. I'll get to that. First, what happened to Kimmel? What happened to Kimmel is that he made the statement that the killer, the murderer, the assassin of Charlie Kirk was on the political right. He said on September 15th, and I quote, "We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it." Well, according to some, this was the end. They had had enough. And you get to seeing Nexstar stating very clearly, we're done. We are not going to carry this anymore. Sinclair, another massive television group, saying suspension of Kimmel isn't enough. They want the FCC and ABC to take additional actions. Mr. Kimmel's remarks were inappropriate and deeply insensitive at a critical moment for our country, according to Vice Chairman Jason Smith. We believe broadcasters have a responsibility to educate and elevate respectful, constructive dialogue in our communities. We appreciate FCC Chairman Carr's remarks today, and this incident highlights the critical need for the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, to take immediate regulatory action to address control held over local broadcasters by the big national networks. Now, what is it that Brendan Carr, the head of the FCC, said? This was him on the Benny Johnson podcast.
You know, when you look at the conduct that has taken place by Jimmy Kimmel, it appears to be some of the sickest conduct possible. As you've indicated, there are, avenues here for the FCC. So there are some ways in which I need to be a little bit careful, because we could be called ultimately to be a judge on some of these claims that come up. But I don't think this is an isolated incident. I mean, you go back to Representative Swalwell, and he had a tweet out last week where he was saying that, emphasizing that Charlie Kirk's killer was a straight white male from a Republican family that voted for Donald Trump. In some quarters, there's a very concerted effort to try to lie to the American people about the nature, as you indicate, of one of the most significant newsworthy public interest acts that we've seen in a long time. And what appears to be an action by Jimmy Kimmel to play into that narrative that this was somehow a MAGA or Republican motivated person. If that's what happened here with his conduct, that is really, really sick. And I've been very clear from the moment that I have become chairman of the FCC. I want to reinvigorate the public interest in it. What people don't understand is that the broadcasters, and you've gotten this right, are entirely different than people that use other forms of communication. They have a license granted by us at the FCC, and that comes with it an obligation to operate in the public interest.
So is Jimmy Kimmel, by making this statement, operating in the public interest? I think you could split the country 50-50 on that. But what Brendan Carr, the chairman of the FCC, stated, and I think stated it very clearly in other commentaries, which I will share with you, that I think, again, Disney needs to see some change here. But the individual licensed stations that are taking their content, it's time for them to step up and say, this garbage, to the extent that that's what comes down the pipe in the future, isn't something that we think serves the needs of our local communities. But this sort of status quo is obviously not acceptable where we are. It is now taken by many that it was the decision of the affiliates to start pulling Jimmy Kimmel's show because of what the FCC commissioner said, which is seen as, by some, the federal government leaning on these stations to stop carrying Kimmel so ABC would fire Kimmel. That is concerning. That's not what I want from government. Not what I want from Brendan Carr. Not what I want from the FCC, considering it's me next. I'll take it on a very personal level there. So that's that argument. That's how that argument comes to be, that this is government intervention. This is the end of free speech. I put forth to you that Jimmy Kimmel is not engaged in free speech at all. Because as I stated about comic Mike Birbiglia, who is coming to the aid of Jimmy Kimmel, because he's a comic, and he stands up for comics. I've spent a lot of time in public and private defending comedians I don't agree with. If you're a comedian and you don't call out the insanity of pulling Kimmel off the air, don't bother spouting off about free speech anymore. My response to Mike Birbiglia is, isn't the counter-argument there that regardless of what anyone thinks about ABC, there's nothing stopping Kimmel from still telling awful jokes on the road or on YouTube or another platform? Kimmel hasn't been stopped from being a comic. Just like if I wasn't at WIBC, I wouldn't be stopped from being a radio host. I would have to find another job. There's a very deep conversation here. And we have to understand every part of it. Matt Baer has got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony, looking at northbound 65, wide open right now through that construction. Well, wide open with 2 lanes as you move northbound towards the city center. And right now, a little bit of a slowdown after Raymond Street into the south split as we do have that road construction zone. If you're ride-sharing people out to the airport from the downtown hotels, I see no trouble on westbound 70 right now. Smooth on out to the airport collector with Ronald Reagan Parkway and Ameriplex, about 9 minutes on your travel time. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
An account of allegedly having viewed the AI porn video in the lieutenant governor's office.
Join Kendall and Casey Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Miss M's Home and Garden's annual fall open house is this Saturday. Visit them for live music, Mallow Run Winery, Pearl Coffee, ice cream, kids games, and more all day. Shop the nursery and greenhouse for all your fall planting needs, including trees, shrubs, locally grown fall annuals, mums, pumpkins, gourds, and more to get your home fall ready. Open house has door prizes, chances to win giveaways all day, along with great sales. Miss M's, located on State Road 135 south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with 0 down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q-certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero Down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
President Trump speaks at his second state dinner. Nothing on radar, 63 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 88 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. For the first time, President Trump was the guest of honor last night at a second state dinner in the UK.
But this is truly one of the highest honors of my life. Such respect for you and such respect for your country.
The U.S. and U.K. are finalizing a trade deal to not only lower tariffs, but enhance private partnerships. 3 Pennsylvania police officers killed and 2 wounded Wednesday while serving a warrant in York County near the Maryland line.
We need to do better as a society. We need to help the people who think that picking up a gun, picking up a weapon is the answer.
That's Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro.
Attorney General Pam Bondi reached out directly to me and shared with me that we have the full support of the federal government.
And the person who shot these officers is dead. ABC has pulled Jimmy Kimmel Live off the air indefinitely following backlash over comments linked to Charlie Kirk's assassination. The suspension comes after FCC Chairman Brendan Carr called the move in the public interest during an interview on Fox News.
From laugh lines to applause lines. They went from being court jesters that would make fun of everybody in power to being court clerics and enforcing a very narrow political ideology.
Nexstar, which owns several local ABC stations, has blocked its affiliates from airing Jimmy Kimmel Live following the controversy. The move comes as the company seeks FCC approval for its proposed acquisition of Tegna. D.C. taxpayers will be on the hook for more than $1 billion for a new Washington Commanders stadium. The city council approved the move yesterday, 11-2, which moves RFK's property back to D.C., where the Commanders played from 61 to 96. The new stadium is expected to be complete by 2030. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes at 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Miami-based infrastructure investment management firm I-Squared Capital has announced plans to acquire a majority equity interest in Oregon-based Intech Technology Holdings. Intech said in a news release that the $800 million investment will support the construction of its 1.4 million square foot battery separator manufacturing facility in Terre Haute. The investment comes in addition to a U.S. Department of Energy loan of up to $1.3 billion that was awarded to Intech last November. The State Budget Committee has approved a request from the Indiana Department of Correction for $15.8 million in state funding to prepare Miami Correctional Facility for use in a new federal immigration detention agreement. The money will fund a wide range of infrastructure upgrades and equipment purchases. That facility is on the campus of the Grissom Air Reserve Base just north of Kokomo. Indianapolis International Airport has claimed the top spot among mid-sized airports in J.D. Power's 2025 Airport Satisfaction Study. It is the 8th time since 2010 that the Indy Airport has been at the top of the J.D. Power rankings. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Do you own an import-export business? If so, your company could save time and money with foreign trade zones. FTZs are designated sites across the United States where you can reduce, defer, and even eliminate import duties, helping you stay competitive in the global marketplace. If you're interested in becoming an FTZ, the Indianapolis Airport Authority can sponsor your application and start you on the path to savings, because smart companies get in the zone. Learn more at inzone.org.
Our Innovate Indiana series is on the move in October. Join us for Innovate Southern Indiana in New Albany, October 1st. Innovate South Bend Elkhart in South Bend, October 14th. And Innovate South Central Indiana in Bloomington, October 24th. The Innovate series is presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. Each location will feature a powerful afternoon of ideas, innovation, and insight, and what's next for each region. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Elkhart Triwent Industrial, a precision tubing and metal fabrication company that is headquartered in the Adams County town of Geneva, has acquired Florida-based custom tube products. The financial terms of the deal not disclosed. ETI says the deal will enhance its technical capabilities and broaden its customer base across a variety of industries. WNIN, Tri-State Public Media in Evansville, is continuing to feel the effects of state and federal funding cuts announced earlier this year. The nonprofit, which operates both radio and TV stations, said this week it is eliminating 5 staff positions and making several program cuts beginning next month. This is Gary Dickford, 93 WIBC.
All right, north side crash, westbound 465 at Keystone Avenue. No delay at the moment. South side northbound 65 slows from South Keystone Avenue up to the south split because of construction. And we have a pothole reported on the west side. It's northbound 465 right around the West 46th Street, 38th Street area. Watch out for that left lane again. That was reported via our text line at 317-239-9393. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 60 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time right now is 6:36. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what do you know?
Tony, good morning. After trading wins in the first 2 games of their best-of-3 series, the Indiana Fever and the Atlanta Dream get back to work tonight in the ATL. The winner goes to the WNBA semifinals. Tip-off at 7:30. The Indianapolis Colts play the Tennessee Titans in Nashville on Sunday, where quarterback Daniel Jones says he is comfortable taking on the challenge of being on the road.
And a hostile environment, and it's kind of, your team, and, I think there's some part of that brings you, closer and kind of got to pack together and go in there and get a win.
And some injury concerns for the Colts. Josh Downs, a wide receiver, and Tyler Warren, tight end, missed practice. Sunday's game kicks at 1, and the Cubbies are headed back to the postseason for the first time since 2020 after beating the Pirates 8-4 on Wednesday. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
98 years of quality and comfort with Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Since 1927, our family-owned store has been your trusted source for top brands like Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Tempur-Pedic, and Smith Brothers. Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and right now, during our 98th anniversary sale, save up to 50% off on furniture and mattresses, plus free delivery, interest-free financing, and extra discounts for cash. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Fostech is American-made firearms made right here in Indiana. American craftsmanship meets cutting-edge innovation. Their lightweight AR-15s are incredible, and they don't sacrifice dependability or durability. Advanced machining capabilities create incredible products, and they are all designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Fostech, owned by a family that has served and loved their country. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's F-O-S-T-E-C-H, Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Here's a real-life story that affects 50% of all of us out there. It's called divorce. If you've gotten divorced and now you're struggling to pay your bills and your credit card debts are completely out of control, you need to call this special debt relief hotline right now. We help people with all kinds of money problems caused by different life challenges, a divorce, a job loss, even heavy medical bills. All these life events can sometimes financially stress you out and cause you to get out of control. We help people get their lives back by showing them ways to consolidate and reduce their debt, in some cases for a fraction of what they owe. If your credit card balances are more than $10,000, call us and learn how to reduce your credit card bills and monthly payments now. Here's our number.
Paid for by Debt.com. Call now at 800-810-1820 800-810-1820. 800-810-1820. That's 800-810-1820.
Heat and cool places where ductwork won't fit using Mitsubishi electric ductless mini splits. You can even wrap them to match your decor.
Find out more at absolutecomfort.org.
All my life I've been searching for something. Something never comes, never leads to nothing. Nothing satisfies, but I'm getting close. Closer to the prize at the end of the rope. All night long I dream of the day when it comes around.
I'm so old I can remember the left cheering the deplatforming of those they disagreed with. And begging the government to do so. Don't ask me to feel bad for Jimmy Kimmel. I'm just rational enough to know that the statement from Brendan Carr at the FCC is some real starting gun stuff. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Live streaming on the YouTube, where after Brendan Carr hears this, I'll be spending the rest of my career. YouTube.com/WIBC. Honestly, would it be so bad? Would it be so bad? I have never had the digital success that I've had in the analog, right? My radio success far exceeds any of my digital success ever in the history of my career. But I could do it. I mean, it's the same question about syndication. What in the world? Is it just you turn on a camera and there you go. Ta-da, syndicated. It's the way it is, which is why the whole conversation about Kimmel and silencing, it falls flat because nothing's going to stop him. You know what? I don't want to get over my skis. I'll get into that. What we need is a normal, average, run-of-the-mill American story. We need the kind of story that makes people say, oh, those were the days. I don't have All in the Family on my sounders, so I can't play that. So if I could have played it, I would have played it. But I don't have anything like truly. Do I have any true all-American kind of music? I must have some truly all-American kind of music. Here, I can play this right here for a good all-American story. If only my computer worked. There you go. Something all-American for all of us. A basic story, a story we could all understand. Strip club executives accused of bribing tax auditor with private dances and other perks. Makes my dance in the seat. A company that owns strip clubs around the country has been charged with bribing a New York official with free trips to some of the venues and private dances to avoid paying more than $8 million in sales taxes. That, kids, is a lot of lap dances. And you see, that's just it. Why in the world do you have to give lap dances when you can just do OnlyFans? You see what's happening? The analog to the digital. Although I will say, the analog, when it comes to lap dances, much more fulfilling. You know, Tony, this whole show is taking a very odd turn right now. Was this written by Matt Baer? No, this is just the story that was out there. This group out of Houston gave the auditor 13 complimentary trips to Florida. So they flew him out to Florida. You know, it was first class or private. Hotels, meals, $5,000 per day for private dances at its strip clubs, which would be a total of 2 dances. Free dances, other dances, food, and admission at clubs in New York. And one of those clubs, PT's Show Club, Indianapolis, at 7916 Pendleton Pike. We go now to producer Carl to tell us all about the club.
Hey now.
Thank you, producer Carl. I appreciate that update. That's nuts. You're always going to have to pay the taxes. You're never going to get away with it. Pay the taxes. You're not smarter. You're not. Kids, pay the taxes. The only two pieces of advice Uncle Tony is going to give you today: pay the taxes, stay off the pole. Turns out I didn't need any help jeopardizing my FCC license, did I? Nope. Matt Bear, it's your show now.
Northside Tony crashed westbound 465 at Keystone Avenue, no delay. And on the south side, northbound 65 slows Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's construction, 3-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
60 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:45.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling will pay you cash for your scrap metal. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling may seem familiar to you, and that's because they are. They're trusted local family-owned businesses going back 3 generations in Indy with their familiar orange logo and a name you know. But you may not know they'll pay you cash for your scrap metal. Cash is king. Your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, and brass will get you cash from Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Just drop it off or schedule a pickup, and you'll put cash in your pocket. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Local names you can trust with 2 locations.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Get cash for your scrap. Get started at farnsworthmetals.com.
Hey, do you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement? You could put that money in the stock market, but you have no idea what will happen with it. Or you can make a smarter move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years. Here's the math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000, right?
That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in that first year. So by year's end, your original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information by calling Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at schneiderjobs.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Game day starts with the Colts Ultimate Tailgate. Join WIBC October 12th at 9:30 a.m. at the Slippery Noodle for drink specials, games, prizes, and all the pregame fun you can handle. Don't miss Indy's Game Day Kickoff Party. More details at WIBC.com.
Democrats seem very intent on a government shutdown. They're digging in and they're saying that this is about Obamacare. It's about Obamacare? Did we go back in time and no one told me? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. You know, you could text me. You could text WIBC to 239-9393, 317-239-9393. You could text that, and then the next thing you know, boom, we're talking, we're chatting, we're hanging out. It's super groovy. Give the text, be a part of the show. There is an effort to undermine health care for all Americans, according to Senator Jeanne Shaheen, Democrat of New Hampshire. And Mazie Hirono wants you to know that those wascally Republicans, they are not putting health care as a priority for our American families. What is the issue? A spending bill that does what? Not cover Obamacare? With all due respect, Americans don't follow this conversation. They don't follow the argument. Here's what they follow. You guys can't get us a budget. You guys can't keep the government open for 3 years. For those people who think that somehow government can run bodegas or health care or should be responsible for deciding what the maximum amount of rent is you could charge, you guys can't run anything. And you think I'm just talking about you. Government cannot run anything. They've managed to figure out the part of the military, and I'm thankful for that. Everything else, miserable. Don't do it. Don't touch it. You're simply not qualified. Oh, I'm going to need that from Monty Python. Yeah, that's going to have to go into the hopper. It's going to be another short-term spending bill that's going to take place. It seems that this is all we know how to do. Democrats want more tax credits to lower health care costs for families with average annual incomes less than 400% of the poverty level. Hey, let's just throw a number here, let's throw a number there. This is basically where we're at. But if we're talking about, hey, let's give people more tax credits, well, I believe in giving tax credits all over the place. Why not just do tax cuts? That's far more enjoyable. But if Democrats want to shut down the government, okay, shut down the government. We've been through this. We've seen it all. It works out a second before, or the government shuts down for 8 days. All right. I'd like to see some of these people shut up for 8 days. But, you know, a boy can dream. Then there is the immigration judge who has ordered Mahmoud Khalil to be deported. Mahmoud Khalil is the Jew-hating, Hamas-supporting student from Colombia, leading all the protests there. And then I thought he was going to be deported because he's a lawful permanent resident, but not a citizen of the United States. And then he was released by another judge, and he's out of jail. Oh, I'm not afraid of you, Donald Trump. This is not someone who represents what America can be or should be. We're not talking about disagreement with the government. We're talking about hatred for Western civilization, hatred for the government. And yes, we can decide you don't get to be one of us. You know what? This place isn't for you. Well, this judge out of Louisiana, Jamie Comans, C-O-M-A-N-S. This says deported to Syria or Algeria. You guys can decide. It's funny, when I first saw this story, and I think I wrote it this way on my show sheet, I'll fix it. I thought this was about Kilmar Abrego Garcia. No, Mahmoud Khalil. So you've got one judge saying you can't deport him, another judge saying, oh, you have to deport him. Let that fight begin. But the idea that people who are not citizens have these rights of citizens and the citizen somehow has to be subjected to the abuses, it's very odd. I don't mind the United States being selective in who becomes an American. Give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free first. The new Colossus, the poem at the foot of the Statue of Liberty, is not policy. And secondly, whatever within that poem said, oh yeah, and let's not take the people who hate us and want to destroy us. How else can we take the tired, the poor, the huddled masses yearning to breathe free? Let's be a little selective. Let's take people who actually want to be here and don't want to destroy it. We don't need Mahmoud Khalil. Maybe there's somebody else we do need. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo?
All right, Tony, we have a pothole reported on the west side. It's northbound 465 around West 46th Street. I do not know the severity of it, but I've been told it's in the left lane, so just be careful if you're in that area right now. South side, northbound 65 slow in two spots, Southport Road to 465. And again, Raymond Street to the south split because of road construction. And on the north side, westbound 465 crash at Keystone Avenue, no delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. Matt Bear, WIBC Traffic.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers, and Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
20 ribeyes for $35. That's 20 ribeyes for $35 at 2 locations in Indianapolis going on now. 20 ribeyes for only $35 at the corner of South Emerson and Thompson Road. Just look for the big truck. Also in the parking lot across the street from Perry Meridian 6th Grade Academy. Also on the big truck is cases of T-bones, fillets, New York strips, burgers, and a whole lot more. Big truck sale. Marinated chicken breasts too. Don't wait. Big steak sale at 2 different locations at the corner of South Emerson and Thompson Road. Also in the Hardee's parking lot on Meridian across from Perry Meridian 6th Grade Academy. 20 ribeyes for just $35. Don't wait. Everything must go. Big truck sale. That's 20 ribeyes for $35 at the corner of South Emerson and Thompson Road. Also in the Hardee's parking lot on Meridian across from Perry Meridian 6th Grade Academy. Get there before the truck is gone.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space. Schedule a free inspection with Indiana Foundation Service, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Are you ready for the biggest boat and RV sale of the year? The 36th Annual Indianapolis Fall Boat and RV Show. 3 days of blowout clearance pricing at the Indiana State Fairgrounds September 19th through 21st. But it's not a show. A sale. For 3 days only, shop over 5 acres of new and used boats and RVs. And this year, we're in the new air-conditioned pavilion. If you don't buy here, you'll pay too much. Dealers are liquidating their inventories, and after Sunday, they're gone forever. The 36th Annual Indianapolis Fall Boat and RV Show. Save time and buy tickets at IndySportShow.com. Another Renfro production. At Duke Energy, we're making Indiana's energy grid stronger and more resilient, ready for storms and growing energy demands. We're adding more power to the Indiana grid. We're using new innovations and smart technology to restore outages faster. And we're doing it all in cost-efficient ways to keep bills as low as possible while we serve you with reliable energy. Duke Energy, building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, what a Democrat state senator is saying about an ICE detention center, what a university is saying about a negative Charlie Kirk post, what a prosecutor had to say about a man who shot into a car, and what's at stake for the Indiana Fever tonight. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis at 7 o'clock.
From pomp to policy. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Trump has left Windsor Castle, where he got royal treatment at a state dinner with King Charles.
Together, we've done more good for humanity than any two countries in all of history.
The president is now meeting with Britain's prime minister.
Keir Starmer, who is likely hoping that after yesterday's pomp and circumstance and pageantry, President Trump will be in the mood to accommodate more requests on both trade and security issues.
Fox's Jackie Heinrich in London. Also last night, President Trump posted on Truth Social that he will designate Antifa a major terrorist organization, calling it a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster. In another post, the president congratulated ABC for having the courage, he wrote, to take Jimmy Kimmel's show off the air. It was suspended indefinitely over Kimmel's comments about the Charlie Kirk assassination.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from.
Well, the Utah County prosecutors made public the suspect's text messages suggesting a leftist ideology and a hatred of Charlie Kirk. Some are coming to Kimmel's defense.
SAG-AFTRA issued this statement in support, defending the artists who, quote, have their right to express their diverse points of view. But Sinclair Broadcast Group and Nexstar Media Group, who both own and operate local ABC affiliates, condemn Kimmel's remarks as inappropriate.
Fox's Chanley Painter, we're learning more about Tyler Robinson, the suspected Kirk gunman, and his arrest.
Some information was provided about Tyler potentially having some suicidal ideations, was en route to a remote area of Washington County. The parents convinced him not to do that.
Sheriff Nate Brooksby says Robinson was quiet when he turned himself in. 3 police officers are being mourned in York County, Pennsylvania, killed while serving a warrant. 2 other officers are in critical but stable condition. The gunman was shot dead in return fire. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What state leaders are saying about an ICE detention center? Nothing on radar. It's 63 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 88 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 7:02. Indiana will begin housing ICE detainees at the Miami Correctional Facility in a couple of weeks, bringing significant revenue to the state. The Department of Corrections says the federal government has guaranteed a steady number of detainees, paying far more per person than the state spends on its own inmates. Officials say the arrangement could generate hundreds of millions of dollars over the next 2 years.
The treatment is vital, and the reputation of the state of Indiana is at stake. In a competition for nastiness with Florida and Louisiana, I want to come in dead last.
That's Democratic State Representative Ed Delaney at a budget committee hearing. Democratic State Senator Fadi Kadora questioned whether detainees would receive due process. Ball State University says it has fired an administrator over a Facebook post about the murder of Charlie Kirk. The university confirmed the termination after backlash over comments calling Kirk's killing a reflection of the violence, fear, and hatred that he sowed. The Post also stated that if you think Charlie Kirk was a wonderful person, we cannot be friends. The former staffer was identified as the Director of Health and Promotion and Advocacy. Several candlelight vigils are planned across Indiana to honor Kirk ahead of his memorial in Arizona on Sunday. One vigil will take place right outside of our studios on Monument Circle tonight at 7 p.m. An interstate shooting investigation is leading to more significant charges against an Indianapolis man. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
Thanks to the help from the community and the hard work of investigators, the Marion County Prosecutor's Office is announcing more charges for 19-year-old Logan Quisenberry.
What started off as a road rage investigation very quickly turned into a narcotic investigation, a firearm investigation.
Prosecutor Ryan Mears said Quisenberry put people in danger when he fired shots at a vehicle in a road rage incident on I-465 last month. Then, Indiana State Police discovered drugs and explosive devices when searching his home. He's now charged with dealing drugs along with possession of a destructive device and pointing a firearm. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Stolen guns and cars, it's all part of an investigation spanning 3 Hoosier cities.
At a Wednesday news conference, IMPD Chief Chris Bailey said they'll be looking in to see who else was involved and to see what the parents were doing.
So my suggestion is to parents, know where your kids are, know what they're doing, and have some control over them. We believe there's also other crews out there right now operating. The message is going to be clear to you. You're putting yourself, one, at great risk in the activity that you're doing.
He says the parents of those 3 kids could face criminal charges. They're working to return the stolen property to its rightful owners. Sean Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
And what's at stake for the Indiana Fever? It's simple. Their season is on the line when they play the Atlanta Dream tonight. It's a best-of-3 playoff series that's tied at a game apiece. They'll tip it off at 7:30 in the ATL. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the north side, westbound 465 slow from 31 Meridian over to Ditch, and a crash reported. Westbound 465 at Keystone Avenue, no delay to speak of at the moment. South side, northbound 65 is slows after South Fort Road to 465, and again from Raymond Street to the South Split. That's because of road construction. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples. That was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. We're going to look for lots of sunshine again today. Humidity values stay low, but the temperatures are going to be high. We'll look for a high temperature right around 90 degrees. Mostly clear skies tonight. Lows will fall to 62. Another hot and dry day on Friday with lots of sunshine and highs near 90 degrees. On Saturday, we'll be in the upper 80s still. Dry conditions, but then some rain chances do arrive. I think late Saturday, also into Sunday, could see some of those rain chances, and it looks like that may continue into early next week.
It looks like it's going to rain next week for the rest of our lives.
It does, doesn't it? I know. We're going to look for some rain chances. I mean, we really could use it. We're running about an inch or so of a deficit just for the month of September in Indianapolis, and some locations do have some moderate drought conditions across parts of Indiana. So,
yeah, but on the flip side, it hasn't been raining.
Oh yes, and that's
so you
good
see that's good.
Right.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not that I'm anti-rain. It's just that I'm pro-sun.
Oh,
that's the political way to address that.
Oh, is that how we spin it? Good.
That's
I like it.
Well, welcome to my world.
I like it. Tony's world.
It should be known, by the way, that Tara Hastings has not been canceled. She is still with Wish TV.
I am, yes.
She has not yet run afoul of the FCC, but don't worry, we're working on it.
There's still plenty of time.
Oh, so much time. You have no idea. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate you. 59 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:08.
This hour powered by Absolute Comfort, your American Standard Mitsubishi Electric Douglas Mini Splits dealer.
Splenda bought Slim Fast because they think you're really fat. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on? Live streaming on the YouTube. You can check that out for yourself. YouTube.com/WIBC. Heartland Foods, based in Carmel. They manufacture Splenda. By the way, I know they sponsor IndyCar teams, but I think I would be a spectacular spokesman for Splenda. Imagine what I'd look like if I used sugar. Splenda. It kind of helps. Honestly, that ad campaign would work. I don't know what... Carl, you're my manager. Get on that. Make a phone call. Get it done. Slim Fast, the meal replacement people, they founded in 1977. They got acquired by Unilever, same people who bought Ben & Jerry's for $2.3 billion in 2000. Then, things went south, and it was purchased in 2018 for only $350 million. That's called taking a loss, kids. And then has had a lot of other issues. So now acquired by the people who do Splenda, Heartland Food Products. It's still a name. Let's see what you can make of it. And again, fantastic spokesperson for Splenda. You know, I love a good cup of joe. But you know what makes it better? Splenda. Splenda. Is that too gratuitous, Producer Carl? Was that right on? Was I solid there? Is that?
You were right on.
Thank you. Thank you. Manager Carl, by the way. Get in touch with Carl Showbiz, and he will take care of all the fine details. Splenda. Delicious. Now I'm just cribbing from Chappelle. That's wrong. That's not going to work. My goodness gracious. And I'm not picking on the man. I am not picking on the man. I'm trying to understand what in the world am I looking at here. There was a post yesterday from Michael Beckwith, the lieutenant governor. And he was at the Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast that I was at, and he was the host of the Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast, and never said hello. Never said hello. Maybe he didn't see me, because as you know, I'm a guy that can be easily missed in a crowd. Again, Splenda. When you don't want people to see you mixed in with a bunch of other people. Splenda. So maybe there's some tension. Maybe there isn't. That's up to him. He can call in anytime. The lieutenant governor put out a post. It's one thing to disagree politically. It's another thing to entirely to mock or make light of the death of a husband, father, and courageous Christian leader like Charlie Kirk. And he proceeds to have a conversation about a guy by the name of Paul Green, a council member in Evansville City. This guy sits on at the Airport Authority Board, Electoral Examiners Board, Commission on Homelessness, owns a restaurant. When a man who profits from community business and holds power over public boards openly mocks tragedy and people of faith, it reveals a dangerous double standard. And he posted a meme that this guy allegedly reposted that said, well, this is awkward. Sorry, little Charlie, blank all Republicans. And it is a crying Charlie Kirk next to an image of Jesus, but Jesus as a black man. Of course, the idea that Charlie Kirk was racist when that's not true, and this is an obscene thing, this is vile. And I agree. The lieutenant governor wrote his own Instagram account. He shares the Instagram account with a link. Shows exactly the kind of content and commentary that raises these concerns. Hoosiers deserve leaders who respect life, defend families, and honor freedom, not ones who mock, belittle, and divide. I clicked on the Instagram feed. What am I looking at here? And I scrolled back to 2018. And aside from this guy being pro-union, I didn't find anything that was, oh my gosh, how shocking. And so I'm asking the question out loud, is what is this? Why did you post this? Is this the right Instagram account? Were photos deleted? But I don't know what we're looking at here, and I do not know why it is that Lieutenant Governor posted this. Because if I was this guy, and I'm not this guy, if this was me that he posted about, This is defamation. Now, maybe something got wrong. Maybe something got deleted, and therefore he had an argument, and this person went about changing things, right? That's absolutely possible. But I was like, this is kind of nutty. Because I went and looked. I'm like, I don't even have proof that he posted this this meme here about Charlie Kirk, although he could have reposted something and I didn't see it. That's absolutely possible. So I'd love an answer. But I'd also like an answer to the following. Producer Carl and Matt Bear, if you could help me with this, or not, maybe you want to stay out of it. At the end of the lieutenant governor's post, he's got 2 hashtags. One hashtag says conservative IN. Okay, sure. The other hashtag, you know, on social media posts you have hashtags. It reads Bold Beckwith. Did the lieutenant governor just give himself a nickname? Tell me that Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith has nicknamed himself via hashtag Bold Beckwith. And now tell me how Diego Morales isn't running his social media account. Go on. Tell me. In the history of ever, has anybody ever referred to Micah Beckwith as hashtag Bold Beckwith? Bold Beckwith? I might be more egregious than the whole conversation he's having. But I'd love to know why he wrote this when I don't see the issue, although someone could have deleted things. If someone has more answers, Tony@TonyKatz.com, or call in, Lieutenant Governor, and let me know. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony, looking at inbound 69. That's slow from 106th Street, 282nd. South side, northbound 65, stop and go traffic from Edgewood Avenue up to 465. And again, before Raymond Street up to the south split. Those are both construction zones. Southbound 6570 slows Michigan Street down to the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy present for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples. That was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
59 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time right now is 7:16.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease, $2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
So, where's the lake?
Not here.
But it says Great Lakes Honda of Fishers.
Right. I just don't see a lake.
Well, who needs a lake when you can lease a 2025 Accord SE for $329 a month and 0 down?
That definitely won't soak our bank account.
Oh, it's the old Honda of Fishers.
Great Lakes, great people, great cars.
But no actual lake. Visit our showroom off State Road 37 today. Tax and title fees not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only. Not combinable with other offers. Loyalty or conquest rebates may apply. Offer ends September 30th. See dealer for details.
Whether you're a construction pro during the week or just want to work like one on weekends, Quality Supply and Tool is the place for you. Right now at all 4 locations, Indianapolis, Jeffersonville, Bloomington, and Lafayette, Quality Supply and Tool will save you $250 on Milwaukee's M18 Fuel 5-tool combo kit. And buy a select M18 Fuel impact wrench and get an M18 Red Lithium XC5 battery free. That's over $200 in savings. Price is good through November 2nd while supplies last. Quality Supply and Tool thinks outside the box. Store.
Getting ready for the popcorn moment brought to you by Booher Remodeling, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. If it's in your 4 walls, that's right. Booher is the only call. Incredible work. The work you've always wanted done in your house by professionals who actually know how to do it, which is always a good thing. Their 5-step design process, from the consultation to that final bit of construction, means you know what's happening every step of the way. There's a level of control. And when you have control, you have less stress, because a remodel is stressful, especially when you're like, hey, isn't anybody going to be working today? And that happens for 2, 3, 4 days in a row. With Booher Remodeling, you know what's going to happen every single day. They've got it all mapped out for you, so you know what's going on. The stress level is down, the enjoyment level is up, and you're able to focus on what you're about to receive. This new kitchen, this new bathroom, a basement that actually becomes part of the home and works for your family. Talk to Booher today. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude, and they've got the best professionals in the business with them. Talk to Booher. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Booher. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. The story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn, because there is more. I did want to get to the whole Costco wine is exploding thing. And I will. The president is in London, or I should say in the UK. And he was meeting with King Charles, and they had the state dinner. He's going to be meeting with Keir Starmer. There's a press conference that they're scheduled to have a little bit later today. I will grab that and bring it to you on Tony Katz today. And the president spoke in glowing terms of the UK and the concept of values.
We're joined by history and fate, and by love and language, and by transcendent ties of culture, tradition, ancestry, and destiny. We're like 2 notes in one chord, or 2 verses of the same poem, each beautiful on its own, but really meant to be played together. The bond of kinship and identity between America and the United Kingdom is priceless and eternal. It's irreplaceable and unbreakable, and we are, as a country, as you know, doing unbelievably well. We had a very sick country 1 year ago, and today I believe we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. In fact, nobody's even questioning it, but we owe so much of that to you and the footing that you gave us when we started. Together we've done more good for humanity than any 2 countries in all of history. Together we must defend the exceptional heritage that makes us who we are, and we must continue to stand for the values and the people of the English-speaking world, and we do indeed stand for that. On behalf of all Americans, I offer a toast to one of the great friendships, to 2 great countries, and to His Majesty, King Charles III, a very, very special man, and also a very, very special queen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be with you.
It's an interesting use of words, and not one that I disagree with. We must continue to stand for the values and people of the English-speaking world. I think that some will take that as, you mean Christian world. I took that, and maybe I'm reading in. I take that as non-Muslim world. I take that as a statement made in front of the king regarding the Islamist takeover. We can argue differences between Muslims and Islamists, and I'm more than happy to do so, stating as I do that there is indeed a difference. But we cannot deny that the UK has this massive, awful, terrible, horrible problem because of its insane immigration policies where Islamists have taken over, and it is a threat to the entirety of British society, never mind the globe. That is an interesting statement. And I shared with you yesterday this mayor out of Dearborn speaking to a resident. This is Dearborn, Michigan. If you didn't hear it again.
Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel that's quite inappropriate.
You're an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you're not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city, because you are not somebody who believes in coexistence.
Now, that was an edited piece from a Fox local affiliate there. So it's possible we don't have some full level of context. But you don't belong in the city? You're an Islamophobe? This is a mayor who needs to be removed. Gone. Gone. Now, someone's going to tell me that I'm anti-Muslim, and my answer is kiss off. This guy isn't allowed to speak. You're the elected official. Take it. What's wrong with you? We're now going to sit here and protect or defend or somehow exalt Hezbollah? It's a terrorist organization. Who in the bloody world would want to be associated with it? You can argue, Tony, that is a clip from a local news outlet there in Michigan, and we don't have the full context. I will agree with you. But the mayor said what the mayor said. You are calling someone he disagrees with.
And so I just feel that's quite inappropriate.
You're an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you're not welcome here.
There's a real concern about these cities. And exactly under what laws will they engage? The United States, in Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution, promises a republic form of government. And I do not believe that can be denied. This is concerning. This is gross. And in many ways more gross than anything Jimmy Kimmel said, and he has said some gross lies. I think we should all be talking about this, including the president. Matt Barrett's got traffic. What's up, Matt?
Northbound 65 slow in 2 spots on the south side. Southport Road to 465. Again, from Keystone Avenue onto the south split. The latter, a 5-minute delay at the moment. Inbound 69, stop and go 106 to 465. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior designer. Visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon. Rob Kendall joins us to go off the rails. The latest on the Charlie Kirk investigation and the biggest stories in Indy.
You need power. What's your plan when there is no power? Your plan is to call Generator Supercenter right now. You tell me, Tony, what do I need power for? I don't know. You have food in the fridge? I don't know. You want to keep the air conditioning on in the summer? You want the heat on in the winter? You really want to deal with your kids when they can't access the internet? You want that? Sure, fine. Or you could be normal and talk to Generator Supercenter today about getting a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home. Generator Supercenter is the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer. You cannot put a price on the peace of mind and the quiet of having a Generac automatic standby generator for your house when the power goes out, whether that's a storm, ice on the power line, snapping the power lines, or whether that's the grid just failing because these things are older. Nothing will beat that peace of mind. Get your free estimate from Generator Supercenter. They've got the financing for low monthly payments, the 24-hour monitoring, and their skilled technicians and electricians are going to make sure that install goes perfect. Generator Supercenter. Go visit the showroom 96 at 69 or give them a call. 317-827-0808. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter. 827-0808.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99% or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841 and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
800-948-1659. 800-948-1659. 800-948-1659. That's 800-948-1659.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What's on President Trump's agenda today? Nothing on radar. 64 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 88. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. President Trump will meet in the UK today with Prime Minister Keir Starmer to discuss trade, the war in Ukraine, and other key issues. The meeting is part of the president's historic second state visit to the UK. Last night there was a dinner at Windsor Castle. The man who police say murdered political activist Charlie Kirk was driving to a remote area to end his life when his parents convinced him to turn himself in.
The suspect had some conditions for turning himself in, though, and a family friend who's a former sheriff's deputy helped to negotiate those terms. Another condition the suspect had was that plainclothes detectives would be the ones to escort him inside the sheriff's office rather than a SWAT team.
That's Fox's Garrett Tenney in Orem, Utah. Tyler Robinson faces the death penalty for the assassination of Charlie Kirk last Wednesday in Utah. ABC has pulled the plug on Jimmy Kimmel Live after the host's comments about Kirk. Fox's Kristen Goodwin has more.
Walt Disney owned ABC, announcing it is pulling Jimmy Kimmel's late-night show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, from its schedule indefinitely. This after Kimmel said during his Monday monologue, quote, "The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it." Soon after, Nexstar Media announced it would replace the show with other programming in its more than 30 ABC-affiliated markets. The president of Nexstar's broadcasting division calling the comments offensive and insensitive at a critical time in our national political discourse. Kirk was shot and killed last week while speaking at Utah Valley University. He was 31 years old. 22-year-old Tyler Robinson has been charged with his murder. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Indiana has not had a lot of rain lately. John Herrick reports on when you might see some of that rain next.
There could be some rain this weekend, but Joe Neild with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says it's best if you keep your expectations for it in check.
It doesn't look like it's going to be the sort of widespread soaking rain that we really need to make up the longer-term rainfall deficit that we're seeing right now.
He says the chances for rain are only between 20 to 40% across most of the state for both Saturday and Sunday. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
In sports on WIBC, the Indiana Fever hope it's raining three-pointers when they play the Atlanta Dream tonight. Each team has taken a game in this series. It's the best of three, so it all comes down to tonight as a trip to the WNBA semifinals is on the line. Tip-off at 7:30. The Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans square off in Nashville on Sunday. Indy linebacker Zaire Franklin says he's ready for whatever rookie quarterback Cam Ward brings.
Cam's a talented young player. Obviously, he can make all the throws, athletic. He was the #1 overall pick for a reason, so, it's our job to stop him and keep him off balance.
And Franklin says starting the season 2-0 helps set the tone and gives the Colts something to build on.
We've been in that situation before where you look at the end of the season and you're like, man, if we would have won that week 2 game, it would have been a big deal. I think my boy McKinney and the Packers said it best. A lot of teams start up 2-0 and end up not being nothing.
And Sunday's game kicks off at 1 o'clock. It's a ranked matchup in Bloomington Saturday night. Is number 19 IU takes on number 9 Illinois. Kickoff at 7:30. And with an 8-4 win over the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Chicago Cubs clinched their first playoff spot since 2020. Ian Happ led the way, homering and driving in 3 runs. Chicago has won 4 straight games. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Right now it's northbound 65 on the south side. 2 pockets of slow. Southport Road up to 465. And again, from Keystone Avenue to the south split, that stretch from Keystone's an 8-minute delay at the moment. Now, southbound 6570, that is slow from the north split to the south split because of that construction zone. Inbound 69 delayed 5 minutes, 116th Street to 82nd Street. Northwest side, northbound 465 slows from 86th Street up to 865. Inbound 70, slow 465. into Sherman. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
59 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, September is here, which means the kids are back at school again. Football is back. But did you know September is also Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and AAA Hoosier Motor Club would love it if you help support cancer research at Riley Hospital for Children, which serves more than 300 new pediatric cancer patients each year. Think about that number. I don't like that number, but we are thankful that Riley Hospital for Children is here to take care of your kids.
Get all the same member benefits like discounted zoo tickets, exclusive access to the AAA Tailgate Lounge at Ruoff Music Center, and the peace of mind that comes with their award-winning roadside assistance, all while supporting children with cancer at the same time. It's a win-win. To join or renew AAA, visit AAA.com, call 844-GO-AAA-GO, or stop by your local AAA office. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Heat and cool your man cave, attic, garage, or bonus room without adding ductwork with Mitsubishi Electric ductless mini splits.
To find out more, just go to absolutecomfort.org.
When
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, you say you love books, but do you really love books? I mean, really? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. During downtime, I'm clearing my head. I'm getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. So much stuff on the Marketplace. I share it with you. And the Marketplace brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's just waiting for you. Text my name, Tony, to 46220. Text Tony to 46220 to get started fast, easy, free. Go get your cash. You can see Matt Bear on the live stream there on YouTube. He's go ahead, flex for the people, Matt Bear. Go ahead. Just it's just very weird. And producer Carl is there as well. He will not be flexing, but he will look at you with his smoky eye.
Have you seen Carl's T-shirt? It says Showbiz Pizza Place.
Is it? Does it?
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it is
my
so
chain.
cool, man. So cool.
I really can't see it from here. Look at that. Look at that. But you did an excellent job flexing. Matt Barrows, well done. Well played. Matt, do you like books?
Oh, I love books.
But do you really like books?
They're great to set things on. It's fantastic.
Maybe level a coffee table.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Lord forbid you should actually read what's inside. Oh, man. There's stuff inside the cover.
There are no pictures,
Well, reading the wrong books. Someone is selling, after 30 years of collecting quality older books, they are selling all of their books. And they're also doing in-home appointments for browsing, but you can buy the entire massive old book collection for $20,000. It was $30,000, and according to them, it's estimated to be over $50,000 in value. This is a bargain, Matt Bear.
It's a pretty good deal. I was really, because I do like books. I like books very much. And it's a large assortment. Looks like we have a little fiction here, and then like in the third shelf from the top is the big Tim Tebow book. Right there, baby. Get the Tim Tebow book and all this other stuff for $20,000. It's
Hold on, wait. I put up a bunch of pictures. Which one has the Tim Tebow book?
It's the very first one. It's on the second from the bottom shelf, kind of like towards the
there
right.
it is, the big Tim Tebow book.
Tebow!
Yeah, and Heidi is there, Geronimo.
Heidi Fleiss?
I don't know if it's Heidi Fleiss or not, but nice pull.
Woo!
Excellent pull. I think the best is, I think it's the third photo that I have posted. This book collection is so rare and so important that they set their coffee mug and their almost fully completed plastic water bottle, right there next to the books in the photo. And don't forget the lighter on the top shelf.
It's so rare. It has the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Is that what that is? I mean, there's a bunch of Zane Grey.
Are there dictionaries in here? We don't use those anymore. We don't want those.
No, I don't know. There's dictionaries or encyclopedias. What I know is that I want this person to be able to sell their books and be successful. Even I have to say, come on, $20,000.
I'm still lost back on the fact that this is a beautiful book collection, and why are you selling it? Why wouldn't you give it to your kids or grandkids or donate?
Maybe there are no kids or grandkids to give it to. Maybe everybody's doing everything online. Maybe they need the money. What are you judging for?
I don't need this guilt trip. I'm just saying you could donate maybe to the Salvation Army or maybe to
the library.
Yeah,
maybe they need the money.
We all need the money.
Why is this all about donation? Why can't you got to take care of yourself? Put on your own oxygen mask before assisting the person next to you.
A single-use book costs $40 right now because of tariffs. That's what I'm told.
Right? I don't think we should get on this person's case for wanting to sell the books. I just think trying to sell them for $20,000 is criminally insane.
I mean, you can buy a small car for $20,000. It's and then you can drive anywhere you drive to the library then, and read all these books. I like the idea. Books are cool and reading's cool, but I just don't understand what's happening here at all as far as selling them.
If you have a couple of collectibles, sell those books as collectibles. Everything else is not going to get $20,000. No one has been honest with you, dear seller. They have to be honest with you. Stop this.
Is there like an old-fashioned nudie book in here somewhere?
Is there an old-fashioned nudie book in there somewhere?
Just a page. Thank you, Carl. Just like a page turner or something. My grandpa found an old-fashioned nudie book when we were remodeling my house, my boyhood house on Monroe Street in Rochester, Indiana. We were demoing the whole basement, and he found this nudie book. I can't say the name of it on the air, but you flip through it, and man, it was sultry. It was, I mean, for a 14-year-old boy, it's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie, but it was total nudie book. It was,
Dear children going to school.
I didn't say the name of the book.
Matt Bear, you've done enough.
It's called Mommy's Way.
Matt Bear.
Sorry.
I would like to take this time to apologize to you and your parents for what Matt Bear said just moments ago. It's bad enough that you had to hear him say repeatedly, nudie book. But now your parents are going to have to answer the question, hey, Mom, what's a nudie book? This was a terrible disservice that you would normally hear on Hammer and Nigel. We apologize for the transgression. Matt Bear got his times crossed. Don't worry, he will be severely beaten.
Yeah.
It was also, he will not actually be severely beaten.
If I do, it's something else that I did.
Matt Bear, don't interrupt me. I'm talking.
Sorry.
We can dream. Just stepped all over my bit. You know what?
Continue.
I'm starting to think that this is not working anymore.
What the hell are you talking about? Of course it's not.
Just trying to help the kids. They are now going to be. That's going to be in their heads.
It was such a page turner. I mean,
what a dinner conversation tonight.
You could move through this book quicker than anything Shel Silverstein ever wrote.
Find everything over at WIBC.com. All the marketplace finds are there. Matt Bear, what do you got?
All right, we are looking at northbound 65 in two spots right now. Slow from Southport Road up to 465, and again, from Keystone Avenue up to the South Split. That Keystone Avenue northbound 65 is delayed 9 minutes at the moment. Inbound 69 slows 116th Street, 282nd. That's a 6-minute delay. Northbound 465 slow after 79th up to 865, and eastbound 465 tied on the north side from 865 over to Meridian. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
59 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:46. You live in Indianapolis or around Indianapolis. Our market is number 2, according to Zillow, for the hottest markets of 2025. Real estate we're talking about. Home values have risen. They're holding strong. It's a great time to sell. You want to hire the team with proven systems to maximize your equity. Sell your home with Mark Dietel. Perhaps you're worried that your house is going to need costly repairs or upgrades in order to sell. Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts you can cancel at any time. Sarah in Fountain Square said, after investing in a property in Fountain Square, I ran into some financial trouble and needed to sell the place fast for maximum dollars. I hired the Mark Dietel team, and they were able to sell my property within weeks for over list price. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold, or he will buy it. That's Mark Dietel. Talk to him today. 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like business owner Brian.
Yeah, Galaxy was great. We have a business where a lot of the service techs are working out in the field, and they'll come in and they'll have even some mud or something on our shoes. So if we're having a meeting, I needed a flooring that could stand up to that, but still look good as an office setting.
Well, if you own a home or a business, Galaxy Concrete Coatings got you covered.
Galaxy was great to work around our schedule. They were able to come in on a Saturday, and the job was completed over the weekend, and we were back in business, so we didn't miss a step.
Lots of styles to choose from, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
It's very nice looking. It's very durable. Really makes the room stand out and shine.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com now. That's Galaxy Concrete Coatings. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We're out of this world.
Galaxy was quick to respond. They were quick to give us a solution and quick to get it completed as well. And they're going to take care of you.
With 11 locations, Tech Credit Union's Chief Information Officer, Zach Hohulin, relies heavily on applied innovation and Arctic Wolf, an AI-driven cybersecurity platform.
We've been so impressed with that platform that Applied recommended that we now have gone back repeatedly to Applied.
Being a financial institution, Applied Innovation plays a critical role protecting your members.
It's almost a new Cold War, right? You have to have cybersecurity insurance, and you have to start partnering with organizations that will step in and help you manage that.
And having Applied Innovation as your cybersecurity partner?
It makes me a lot less anxious because I'm able to sit back and know that we're in good hands and not have to worry about it. I get to sleep at night.
Don't risk your data being hacked or exposed to ransomware threats. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. And sleep better knowing your network's secure.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store.
Catch Emmer and Nigel live from the Fall Home and Outdoor Living Show this Friday from 3 to 7 p.m. at the Grand Park Events Center in Westfield. They'll be checking out over 200 vendors, home displays, and all the fun happening at the show.
I thought we had to turn down the heat. I thought we had to lower the temperature. I thought we had to find ways to come together. That has not been the response of the political left after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. It has been the response in terms of statements from some. But there's no interest in turning it down. Why would we lie to ourselves? The only way out is through. You heard it here first. What do you want from me? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Turns out you hear a lot of things here first. We are that far ahead of everybody else. And it's not because we're smarter, although we very well may be. It's because we're more honest about what it is we're seeing. I shed no tear for Jimmy Kimmel losing his show. I will not listen to the political left say, how dare you cancel him? This is outrageous. This is an attack on free speech, and we shouldn't be cheering this. Allow me to bring you Representative Ocasio-Cortez after the firing of Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. What I will say, though, is while I'm very glad that the person that was arguably responsible for some of the largest, driving some of the most amounts of death threats and violent threats, not just to my office, but to plenty of people across the country, I also kind of feel like I'm like waiting for the cutscene at the end of a Marvel movie after all the credits have rolled, and then you see like the villain's like hand reemerge out to grip over like the end of a building or something. But deplatforming works, and it is important, and there you go. Good things can happen.
So deplatforming is important. I want to know if it still is. Is it still important, Representative Ocasio-Cortez? Or is it only important when it happens to people on the political right? Don't tell me about toning things down. Yes, this was a couple of years ago, but here we are. The assassination of Charlie Kirk, the attempted assassination of President Trump, and Randy Weingarten from the American Federation of Teachers, that absolutely awful union head, has a new book coming out. Why Fascists Fear Teachers, Public Education, and the Future of Democracy. And she refers to conservatives as fascists and compares Republicans to Nazis. Guys, pull your kids out of school if you feel that that's the thing to do. Break these schools. Break them in two. I will tell you, my kids went through public education, and it was good, and it worked, and they never once experienced this madness. Now, maybe they didn't because they're my kids. Maybe they didn't because they just weren't smart enough to see it. Or maybe they didn't because possibly it wasn't at this school. But is it out there? Absolutely. And with people like Randy Weingarten leading the charge for these unions, of course it's there. The unions need to be broken, gone, out of existence. You want to talk about Jimmy Kimmel and should he be on ABC? My answer would be no. But there's no question that ABC could hire someone like Jimmy Kimmel. We cannot hire unions run by people like Randy Weingarten, and I'd like to get a little bit of focus in here. We can do two things at the same time, but holy heck, it's time for the unions to go, and for all those teachers like unions are good. No, they're not. You're wrong. You need to be broken. We're the parents. We're society. We're in charge. We need to win. You are run by people who want to call people she disagrees with fascists. It's not fascist to keep your kid from being taught ideological insanity. It's called parenting. And I think more people should give it a try. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matt?
North side, westbound 465, crash at 31, blocking the right lane and slowing traffic down on southbound 31 from 111th on in. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
So with all the choices of where you could buy your furniture and mattresses, here's why you should purchase your new Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers or Flex Steel Furniture, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy or Stearns and Foster mattresses, or Berlin Gardens and Pollywood outdoor furniture from Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Unmatched customer service during and after the sale. Have a service issue, they're just one call away. They deliver and set up for free if you live within 75 miles of their store in Columbus. Saves you hundreds. Family owned, worth the very short drive. ThompsonFurniture.net.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here. If you love to grill, you're going to love this. The brand new Grill Palace is now open at Sullivan Hardware and Garden. It's packed with the best names in grilling: Big Green Egg, Napoleon, Gosney, Traeger, and Yoder smokers. Plus accessories galore and custom outdoor kitchens by Challenger Design that will turn your backyard into a grill master's paradise. And at the Grill Palace, we don't just sell grills, we show you how to master them. Stop by our demo kitchen for free advice and samples fresh off the grill. Here's what makes it even better. The tent sale is going on right now. That means you can complete the backyard of your dreams. Get your new grill at the Grill Palace, then grab a brand new patio set at 40 to 60% off. The best deals of the season. It's all waiting for you at the Grill Palace grand opening and patio furniture tent sale, only at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone. I'll see you there.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, do you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement? You could put that money in the stock market, but you have no idea what will happen with it. Or you could make a smarter move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years. Here's the math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000, right?
That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in that first year. So by year's end, your original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information by calling Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease. $2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, what your lieutenant governor is saying about a university's employees' post about Charlie Kirk, what the Marion County prosecutor had to say about a case involving explosives, and when you might see some rain. Coming up next, after Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is 8 o'clock.
Still no comment from Jimmy Kimmel. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The morning after show did not air. ABC suspended it indefinitely over things Kimmel said the past few days about the Charlie Kirk assassination, suggesting the suspected gunman was right-wing MAGA, though evidence shows the opposite and that he hated Kirk.
Kimmel continued again on Tuesday, stating, quote, many in MAGA land are working very hard to capitalize on the murder of Charlie Kirk.
Fox's Todd Pyro.
Before ABC's announcement, the president of one of the country's largest TV stations said it would stop airing Kimmel's show, calling the host's comments offensive and insensitive, and that they don't represent the values of the communities in which we are located. SAG-AFTRA, though, responding to the suspension, stating that the decision is the type of suppression and retaliation that endangers everyone's freedoms.
President Trump reacted while in Britain. More on his trip in a moment. Posting on Truth Social a congratulations to ABC for having the courage to take Kimmel off the air. Now more on the suspected Kirk assassin. Fox's Garrett Tenney reports from Utah.
The Washington County Sheriff says last Thursday, the 22-year-old suspect was driving out to a remote area of southern Utah to take his own life until his parents convinced him not to and said they would help him surrender peacefully. The alleged assassin had some conditions for doing that, though.
He was fearful of a SWAT team hit on his house, or he was fearful of being shot by law enforcement.
Sheriff Nate Brooksby also says that Tyler Robinson's parents and the roommate he allegedly confessed to are now staying far away after getting threats. Two police officers critical but stable the morning after a shooting in York County, Pennsylvania that left 3 other officers dead, attacked as they served a warrant. The gunman was killed when they shot back. Back to President Trump. He's meeting now with Britain's Prime Minister discussing trade and other issues after the president at a lavish state dinner at Windsor Castle with King Charles last night said the U.S.-UK bond is
priceless and eternal. It's irreplaceable and unbreakable.
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What your lieutenant governor is saying about a teacher being fired. Nothing on radar. 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 88 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:02. Ball State University says it has fired its director of health promotion and advocacy after a Facebook post about political activist Charlie Kirk. Kirk was assassinated
last week in Utah. Here's Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith.
Well, I think universities like Ball State need to take action. When you're an educator, you have to live up to a higher standard. You have to be above reproach. And what I've seen from some of these educators is just despicable. They've been celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder.
The woman's name was Susan Swierk, and she posted on social media, in part, let me be clear, if you think Charlie Kirk was a wonderful person, we can't be friends, close quote. Ball State University released a statement explaining that her post was inconsistent with the leadership role and has caused disruptions to the university. Several candlelight vigils are planned across Indiana to honor Kirk ahead of his memorial in Arizona on Sunday. One vigil will take place tonight in downtown Indianapolis at Monument Circle at 7 o'clock. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office is tacking on more charges for an Indianapolis man caught in a road rage incident. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
19-year-old Logan Quisenberry is already facing numerous charges for firing shots at a vehicle with a family inside while on his motorcycle on I-465 last month. Indiana State Police then found drugs and improvised explosive devices inside his home. Now, investigators will look into possible accomplices.
It's been our experience when you're dealing with the variety of narcotics, the amount of narcotics, and then you throw in the possession of a destructive device, that we understand that people very oftentimes are not acting alone.
Prosecutor Ryan Mears said Quisenberry is being held on a $250,000 surety bond. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Poor air quality and a high fire risk. That's what we're dealing with across Indiana this morning, with above average temperatures and little rain. It's a recipe that's not good, says National Weather Service forecaster Joe Neal.
I know a lot of folks, myself included, like to do this time of year, go out and have a fire in the fire pit, stuff like that. Be making sure you're taking all your normal precautions, but keeping an even closer eye on those fires, especially when you're putting them out.
And he says the air quality won't be great over the next couple of days. Stolen guns and cars recovered across central Indiana this week with 3 kids arrested. Here's John Herrick.
Police say those things were stolen in Fishers and Indianapolis, which means the FBI got involved. At a Wednesday news conference, special agent in charge of the FBI in Indianapolis, Stephen O'Malley, said the 3 kids they caught are in more trouble than they realize.
I want you to consider the federal consequences to your activities as well. So, going forward, we will be looking to prosecute people federally who engage in violent crime in this community.
He says they're returning the stolen items to their rightful owners while looking to see who else may have been involved. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
They're missing 5 players, but the Indiana Fever have got to a point where they can advance into the next round of the WNBA playoffs. All they have to do is beat the Atlanta Dream tonight. We'll see if they can do that. Game 3 in Atlanta tips off at 7:30. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's up, Ryan? Looking at the north side, westbound 465 and Meridian 31 crash, blocking the right lane, backing us up on southbound 31 as well. Looking at eastbound 465 north side, stop and go traffic after 865 over to Meridian. Northbound lanes of 465 also slow. 86th Street up to 865. We're delayed 4 minutes there. Southbound at 69 slow. 106th Street 282nd. 6-minute delay. Eastbound 70 slow after tips into Harding Street, and northbound 65 south side delayed 8 minutes from Keystone up to the south split. It's a work zone. Traffic sponsored by Moderna. If you've heard about mNEXT Spike COVID-19 vaccine, mRNA by Moderna, good news, it's available. Head to mnextspike.com to find it near you. That's mnexspike.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. We're going to look for lots of sunshine today. There's going to be another hot and dry day with highs approaching 90. Mostly clear skies tonight. Lows will fall to 62. Another hot and dry day on Friday. Sunny skies. Highs approaching that 90-degree mark. And then sunny skies on Saturday will drop a little bit, upper 80s. A few showers are possible on Sunday. And then more rain chances as we officially begin fall on Monday. Temperatures do drop into the lower 80s as we begin next week with, again, rain chances possible late in the weekend and into early next week.
That is Tara Hastings right there from Wish TV. And I want you to know right now, if you were a child of the 90s, to which I do not know if you were or if you were not. Today's music moment.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Ooh. Yes.
You're
Can't
very,
wait.
very welcome. But perhaps for some with a twist. But it's gonna be so good. I'm not gonna lie.
You're pumping this up. I'm kind of excited about it.
This is the turn that you did not know you needed for today, but are so glad that you're getting. That's what I have to offer the people.
I love it.
Yep. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? They all love Tony. That's what they do. They all want a little bit of TK. That's what they say on the street. That's what they say. That isn't what they say? I could have sworn. That's what I heard, according to sources. That's what they're saying. That's Tara Hastings from Wish TV. Tara, thank you. 59 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:08.
This hour powered by Absolute Comfort, your American Standard Mitsubishi Electric Ductless Mini Splits dealer.
No censure for Ilhan Omar. I think that's a shame. I think that there's never a moment where we shouldn't be reminded of what this bigot has said and say this is just not what we do. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Her, Rashida Tlaib. Oh, Tony, so you are going after Muslim members. No, I just notice what they say, how they act, how they engage, and say, my gosh, that's not valuable. Because it's not. It was a measure led by Representative Nancy Mace to censure Ilhan Omar for statements made about Charlie Kirk. And you had, I think, 4 Republicans vote against this. So it did not cross. I think you needed 217 or 218 votes. 218 would be needed for this. And therefore, it did not pass. Corey Mills of Florida, Jeff Hurd of Colorado, Tom McClintock of California, Mike Flood of Nebraska voting against the censure. The argument from McClintock is, yeah, she's terrible, but you can say terrible things. Tell the people of Minnesota not to vote for her, which is, I think, exactly what we should do. Stop voting for her. Also, Indianapolis, stop voting for Andre Carson. And the way this is done is that you actually put effort into selecting candidates and then campaigning for candidates. And the Republican Party of Indiana has to actually go about campaigning in the 7th District and knock on every single door. If you want to rely on redistricting, which I believe the special session needs to happen, should happen, and this should be voted for, that's fine and good. But you can't decide we don't work for every vote everywhere. You have to go knock on doors. Don't tell me you don't have the money. That was the argument made a couple of years ago from then head of the GOP, Kyle Hupfer, and he was wrong. He was absolutely wrong. He will never once be right about that subject. I've seen him quite a few times since. He's still wrong. You have to fight every fight. You have to knock on every door. You have to fight for every vote. You have to explain why your position is better. You have to convince, you have to persuade, and you have to stay at it and on it. And the people of her district in Minnesota, every door has to be knocked on. Every door, oh no, we're voting for her because she's Somalian. Yeah, but she doesn't give a damn about you. Your life sucks with her policies in practice. And go right at them. Don't stop. Don't quit. I'd like to see more of that. Also, she is a bigot based on her own words. So I have no problem with the censure. Oh, don't worry. If it's not today, she'll say something else that'll require it tomorrow. For sure. The Fed drops the rate a quarter point. What does it mean for all of us? You've got Dr. Matt Will from the University of Indianapolis coming up. Keep it here. I'm Tony Katz. This isn't Tony Katz today. It's 93 WIBC. I forgot where I was. Good morning.
What's up, Indy? Hammer and Nigel here for Window Nation. Now is the best time of the year to buy new windows. Whether you have old, drafty windows or cheap builder-grade ones, September is the perfect month to protect your home from cooler weather. And right now, Window Nation is offering their most popular offer. Buy 2 replacement windows, get 2 for free. Plus no interest, no monthly payments, no down payments for 2 years.
And did I mention their installation crews can replace a house full of windows in 1 day or less? With Window Nation, you get top quality windows from a trusted company, all at a reasonable price because they know replacing windows is an investment and they want to make it affordable for you. Don't miss Window Nation's most popular offer. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. And remember, you'll pay nothing for 2 years. Hurry, Indy, you need to hurry because this sale won't last forever. 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com to get that free quote.
This is the Let's Revitalize Our Neighborhoods commitment. This is the Roll Up Our Sleeves and Pitch In commitment. This is Busey, where our commitment to strengthen our communities is a top priority. Through energetic, engaged volunteers, through monetary support, community leadership, and advocacy. Because Busey is more than a bank that does well, we're a bank that does good. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth, since 1868. Member FDIC.
It's officially time for the annual Fall Open House at Sundown Gardens. Visit the garden shop this Saturday for all things fall family fun, including local craft vendors from 11 to 3, kids games, and pumpkin launching all day, and the Hamilton County Llamas will be there from 11 to 2. The nursery and greenhouse are full of great fall color. Shop sales all day at Sundown Gardens. Enter to win giveaways and door prizes this Saturday. Sundown Gardens Fall Open House, located on the corner of 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield.
Come celebrate the 52nd Annual New Earth Festival September 27th and 28th in historic Atlanta, Indiana. Free admission and over 600 vendors offering handmade arts, crafts, antiques, and collectibles. Free entertainment all weekend with 6 live bands sponsored by County Commissioner Mark Harebrand. Plus, a free kids zone with 5 bounce houses. Plus, culinary delights to tempt your taste buds all weekend. You can skip the drive and arrive in style on the Nickel Plate Express train. Visit AtlantaIndiana.com for more information. That's AtlantaIndiana.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baird, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
East side crash, northbound 465, Shive Penn Pike, slow 270. North side, westbound 465 at Meridian 31, crash blocking the right lane. Eastbound 465, a little bit slow from 865 over to 31, and then northbound 465 stop and go from 86th Street up to 865. That's delayed 8 minutes. South side northbound 65, 7-minute delay. Keystone to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Dairy Queen. When you hear that a small Blizzard treat is just 85 cents with $1 purchase in the DQ app, it's a dream come true. Visit your small Blizzard. Better yet, get your small Blizzard treat for just 85 cents with $1 purchase when you sign up for DQ Rewards. Participating locations only. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
59 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
At Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, you'll talk with an oncologist within 48 hours of your diagnosis, so you won't have to wait to start finding answers.
They got me in pretty quickly to meet my team. They gave me the plan and what they knew and what they wanted to do. I was really impressed with the care team and the approach they took.
Learn more about Community MD Anderson at ecommunity.com/cancer.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service? Need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust, like Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling? We'll find that independent American Standard Air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Chill, right on my side as my ego becomes a funky child with some more than my
You've got the rates lowered a quarter point. Going to make the markets happy, one would assume. They were up yesterday. They're up over 200 in the pre-market on the Dow and on the NASDAQ. But if you're lowering the rate a quarter point, the federal funds rate, you're saying the inflation is done, it's complete, it's set, it's settled, and That's not true. This economy is weird. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Dr. Matt Will joins us, economist at the University of Indianapolis. The pressure to cut was absolutely massive. The 3.3% GDP, the retail sales of being up, what we saw just for some more recent information about producer price index stuff. But the inflation still exists. So talk to me about the rationale and the reasoning behind this quarter-point cut.
Well, the rationale was pretty simple. It was 100% politics. There was so much pressure on him to do this. I mean, even the new Fed chairman, Stephen Mirren, he was pushing for even a bigger cut. The other Fed representatives, they were pushing for cuts. The president was. People on Wall Street, they love their low-rate drug. And he had no choice. This was really a political. He had some backbone for a couple of months, and now he's caved, and he's not even lost his backbone. Now he's making bad decisions across the board. So this was just an embarrassing decision. He could have done a bigger rate cut combined with some other decisions, or he could have done no rate cut to fight inflation. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. Jerome Powell needs to go.
Well, I don't think you're going to get disagreement from people like, say, President Trump, but the quarter-point conversation doesn't seem like it's anything that makes anybody happy. It's not making markets happy. It doesn't make Main Street happy. Certainly not politically is it going to make anybody happy. The new Fed chair, not the Fed chair, new member of the Federal Reserve, Mirren, wanted the half point. Everybody else was agreed on the quarter point as we saw the results of the vote. So why not go the step to the half point and say, all right, you want to let it ride? Let it ride.
Well, he made a very specific statement. In the statement, Jerome Powell said he called it risk management, because he was nervous about, okay, jobs stink at the moment. And we've seen the job data. I mean, it's embarrassing how bad the job numbers are at the moment. And then we still have this very high inflation, 4.8%. Remember, I'm the take the current month multiply by 12 guy. And last month, 0.4%, that's 4.8 for the year. This is a massive increase in inflation. So he is in a no-win situation. He wants to create jobs, and he wants to control inflation. So he'd had nothing. He didn't know what to do. But that's part of the problem here. They have two mandates: to create jobs and reduce inflation. Those are contradictory mandates. The government can't create jobs. This has got to stop, and they need to focus only on inflation. The job part of it is bogus.
Talking with Dr. Matt Will, economist at the University of Indianapolis. This brings us to the idea of inflation. I have not seen anything that proves to me that inflation is down in any way enough to cut rates. I know people want it, and I get their point. I get their argument. I'm willing to see what happens. But the math tells me that if the inflation is not down, that cutting rates puts more cash into a system and the inflation persists. Are we about to see an upgrade in inflation?
Yes. You always ask me to predict, and I refuse, but I'm predicting on this. And it's not just a prediction. The CPI was outrageous. The ISM inflation was outrageous. The core PCE was outrageous. No, inflation is here, and it's very strong. The economy's still growing, though. This is where Trump deserves a lot of credit, and the economy is 3.3% up. But it's starting to be AI-driven again. You mentioned the market is up this morning. It is up this morning, but it has nothing to do with the rate cuts. When the rate cuts were announced, the market stayed exactly flat. In fact, it was the S&P went down and the Dow Jones went up. There was nothing that impacted the market from the rate cuts because it was as expected. What's driving the market now is AI, Micron, capital expenditures, Broadcom, $10 billion in new orders. NVIDIA announced they're investing in Intel.
Oh, wait, you're don't steal my thunder. NVIDIA, the chip maker, is investing $5 billion in Intel after the United States takes a 10% stake in Intel, which I vehemently oppose. But there's a real interesting question about NVIDIA, because that's been one of the stocks, we talked about last year and how the market did. And there were basically these 7 stocks, AI stocks, that lifted the rest of the market. NVIDIA was one of those, as you discussed on Tony Katz today, very often, talking to Dr. Matt Will, economist at the University of Indianapolis, Dr. Matt Will on the Twitter X. Find him there. Then we hear that China is saying, don't buy NVIDIA chips, don't engage with NVIDIA. We don't want Chinese companies doing anything with NVIDIA. But you already had the allowance from the Trump administration for NVIDIA to sell chips in China, to which China would reverse engineer the chips, steal the intellectual property, and then screw NVIDIA by putting out a lower cost chip. Now China's saying don't even use it. What is happening here?
What's happening is politics. This is where, I'm 100% on board with your analysis, is Trump shouldn't be investing in Intel. I think NVIDIA is investing in Intel for two reasons. One is there's excess capacity. It's a loser company. They can't make any chips. Nobody's buying their chips. So they're saying, hey, there's excess capacity. We need capacity. We're short of capacity. We'll just buy some factories. We'll invest in factories, and they'll make our chips. The other part is politics. Now that Trump is invested in NVIDIA, he's an owner. Well, hey, I'm NVIDIA. I mean, in Intel, he's investing in Intel, so NVIDIA is going to jump in and be happy with Trump. Isn't that what everybody wants to do? They want to make Trump their best friend. The King of England wants to make him his best friend. So it's just politics being involved here. And you're right. China has NVIDIA chips. They now have, bought a whole bunch of them, and they're saying, get lost. We're going to invent these ourselves. We'll reverse engineer and we'll do it ourselves. Bye-bye.
I mean, that's exactly what they're going to do. The investment of $5 billion into Intel, does it change the fact that Intel's been a pretty lousy company?
Does it change? Do you mean does it make them into a good company?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make them into a good company. But they're just buying capacity. NVIDIA is just buying capacity. There's such a demand for their chips. So a good example, Broadcom got a $10 billion order for AI chips. That's one of their competitors. A $10 billion order. NVIDIA is sitting around thinking, we should have that order. Why didn't we get that order? We need more factories. So they're just buying Intel because Intel's got lots of excess capacity. It's just a good business decision.
Talking to Dr. Matt Will, economist at the University of Indianapolis. One other question here. And this is one about American Express. It was a story on CNBC. It's a very interesting story. This is the headline. American Express unveils refreshed Platinum card with $895 annual fee, upping the ante in luxury cards. Now, full disclosure, I have a Platinum card. It is a $695 annual fee. This has now been raised, but they're going to give you all sorts of benefits. There's an argument that's often made that in this economy, the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Is that this? Is Amex saying, well, you are already part of the luxury brand. Let us make it even more luxury by costing even more so you'll feel more excitement about your luxury card? Or is this what we're seeing? Is this an example of, hey, if the rich are getting richer, might as well get a couple extra bucks?
Okay, first of all, it's not the rich getting richer. The wealth gap is a fake phenomenon. It's fake news, as we say. But what is happening is, and I'll full disclosure, I have the high-end Amex cards also. I got 2 of them, and I got to tell you, what they've learned is that market, when you and I, Tony, when I add up the benefits I get, I mean, I showed someone the other day who wants to get a new credit card. I said, look at the benefits I'm getting, and this is not a commercial for Amex, please. I showed them I was getting about $6,000 a year in Amex benefits. You know what? They could probably afford to charge me a little bit more, and I'll probably suck it up and pay for it.
Also, I am not doing an ad for Amex, but if they wanted to be advertisers, this would be the right place to do it. I'd be a fantastic Amex spokesperson. Really? Nothing? No backing me up there, Dr. Will?
I am 100% on board. I mean, it's embarrassing. I don't want to be a shill, but I love my Amex card. I get so many benefits. I get 2 free global round-trip airfares in first class off of my Amex card. This is an impressive card. I really like it.
We will talk more about all of your perks. The chat room wants to know why the wealth gap is fake, but we will have to discuss that at another time. Dr. Matt Will, economist, University of Indianapolis, Dr. Matt Will, W-I-L-L, on the Twitter X. Follow him there. Matt Bear, I apologize for the delay. Take your time with traffic on the 5s.
Inbound 69 slows, 106th Street, 282nd, and on the east side. This is Lawrence. where we have a crash on northbound 465 shy of Penn Pike. It's on the left shoulder. Stop-and-go traffic back to I-70 for a 3-minute delay. Inbound 70 grinds from Shadeland to Arlington Avenue after that bit of a slowdown into the north split. And on the south side, northbound 65 stop-and-go from Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That is a construction zone. Henry County, Knightstown, eastbound 70 stop-and-go traffic before and after State Road 109 at Knightstown exit. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
An account of allegedly having viewed the AI porn video in the lieutenant governor's office.
Join Kendall and Casey Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Heat and cool with nearly geothermal efficiency in places you can't fit ductwork with Mitsubishi Electric ductless mini splits.
Just go to AbsoluteComfort.org. That's AbsoluteComfort.org.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q-certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer Lawrence Duttler, president of Sun Title, who has been an Applied Innovation customer for 20 years.
Well, to be honest, it was when it came to having copiers and scanners, there was really no other choice but to go to Applied. I mean, it was the service level, the people.
Then you discovered Applied Innovation also provided network support and security.
And when we found out, that was an easy decision to make. They've got a great team of folks that understand just overall computers, networks, that kind of thing.
How has Applied Innovation benefited Sun Title for 2 decades?
You've got to be in the foxhole with somebody. Our business is about being tech-enabled. It's about servicing our clients. So their service to me as a client gives me the ability to serve our clients better.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit applieddinnovation.com.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What the president is saying right now in the UK. Nothing on radar, 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 88 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:31.
So we're taking the next logical step with a historic agreement on science and technology partnerships, and this will create new government, academic, and private sector cooperation in areas such as AI.
And President Trump speaking right now in the UK at a business partnership meeting.
It's pretty amazing. Quantum computing, fusion, 6G, and civil nuclear energy, and align our nations through the approach of centered deregulation and innovation, and we're going to have a lot of deregulation.
And what all this means is the UK and the US are working on a $40 billion deal. It's also tied into lowering tariffs and enhancing private partnerships.
President Trump was at Windsor Castle last night for his second state dinner in the last 6 years, his first in this term. ABC's decision to suspend Jimmy Kimmel's show is drawing mixed reactions. Some people are cheering, others are outraged.
In the wake of ABC's suspension of Jimmy Kimmel Live, supporters expressed anger and disappointment while critics celebrated the move. President Trump's Truth Social post congratulated ABC for the action, then urged NBC to do the same with late-night hosts Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers. A statement from the ACLU said that FCC Chair Brendan Carr's call on ABC affiliates to not carry Kimmel's show is a, quote, grave threat to our First Amendment freedoms. The Screen Actors Guild called it suppression and retaliation. ABC, which is owned by Disney, suspended Kimmel after Nexstar Communications Group said it would pull the show. Both Disney and Nexstar have upcoming business before the FCC.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers reporting. 3 Pennsylvania police officers killed and 2 others wounded Wednesday while serving a warrant in York County, which is near the Maryland state line.
We need to do better as a society. We need to help the people who think that picking up a gun, picking up a weapon is the answer.
That's Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro talking about the killings. The person that shot these officers is also dead. ICE detainees could start moving at the Marion Correctional Facility as soon as October 1st. State leaders say Indiana is preparing to house up to 1,000 people under a federal contract.
We are housing them, we're feeding them, giving them medical care. They're getting their legal rights, everything they have, obtained to them. We're clothing them.
That is Correction Commissioner Lloyd Arnold speaking at a state budget committee yesterday. Indiana's Department of Correction is requesting nearly $16 million in upgrades. In sports on WIBC, after trading wins in the first 2 games of their best-of-3 playoff series, the Indiana Fever and the Atlanta Dream are set for a decisive Game 3 tonight in Atlanta. It's win or go home. The team that comes out on top will go to the WNBA semifinals and face either Las Vegas or Seattle. The game starts at 7:30. Catch the game over at 7 o'clock on 107.5 The Fan. The Indianapolis Colts play the Tennessee Titans on Sunday in Nashville, where quarterback Daniel Jones says he is well more comfortable taking the challenge on the road.
In a hostile environment, and it's kind of, your team, and, I think there's some part of that brings you, closer, and kind of got to pack together and go in there and get a win.
Wide receiver Josh Downs and tight end Tyler Warren missed practice yesterday due to injury. Sunday's game kicks off at 1 o'clock. Number 19 IU takes on number 9 Illinois at home at 7:30 on Saturday. And the Chicago Cubs are headed to the postseason for the first time since 2020. Ian Happ homered and drove in 3 runs in Chicago's 8-4 win over the Pittsburgh Pirates yesterday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
Eastside Lawrence crash northbound 465 before Penn Pike, blocking the left shoulder and causing stop-and-go traffic back to 70, delayed 3 minutes. Northwest side, northbound 465, slow roll 86th Street up to 865. Inbound 69, delayed 2 minutes from 106th Street to 82nd Street. Hancock County into Henry County, eastbound 70, slow before and after State Road 109 Knightstown. And then northbound 65 south side, stop and go traffic Keystone Avenue to the south split is a construction zone, and this delay comes at 5 minutes. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com. Visit drexelin.com for your free interior design, or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 60 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Man, I love seeing the old gang at these reunions. Did you see Brian? He's in better shape than he was 25 years ago. How is that even possible? Yep, I ran into him a few weeks ago and had to ask. He told me he started taking Nugenix Total T.
The testosterone booster?
Yes, it really works. I started taking it right away and I'm already seeing results.
I was wondering what you were doing. You seriously crushed me
Man, that pickup game last week. Yep, after 40, energy, strength, drive, it all starts going downhill. But with Nugenix Total T, I feel like my old self again. Stronger, leaner, and my energy is way up. My wife even noticed a difference in the bedroom. They're giving out complimentary bottles right now. Just send them a text.
Text HEFTY to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster. Text now and you'll also get a free bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator. That's HEFTY to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
How bad is it?
Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight.
Want coffee? I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Could someone please tell communists not to comment on my stuff on social media? You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're talking about. You haven't listened to the show. You don't understand context. It's embarrassing already, and I'm bored. I just don't want you filling my feed with nonsense. I have things to do. Dow futures up 234. NASDAQ futures are up 293. Oil prices are up as well. $64.40 on the West Texas crude. The Brent crude at $68.30 a barrel. Now, I'm not thinking that we're going to see some major jump. You would need a level of world event, I think, to cause this. But we are seeing a little bit of an increase here. And the 10-year Treasury, 4.083. So that's going up with the announcement that interest rates have been cut a quarter point. Okay. I think we have seen that before. I think the moral of the story here is I'm not a fan of this quarter point cut. I think people are going to appreciate it and think that it's not enough. So in the end, they're not super big fans of this quarter point cut. The writing is certainly on the wall for Jerome Powell. And I can only imagine how things are going to go when there is a new Fed chair. My concerns about cutting the rates too quickly is very real. My concerns about this economy is very real. And then there's this. Olive Garden. Who doesn't love the Olive Garden? Honestly, I could go for breadsticks right now. Darden Restaurant Group, which owns Olive Garden, misses the Wall Street estimates for the fiscal first quarter. But they have raised its fiscal 2026 forecast for revenue growth. They were $1.97 a share versus $2 expected. $3 billion in revenue in line with expectations. Full disclosure, I do not believe I own any Darden Group. I don't own any of that stock. They're upping the future. Is that because of price increases? Is that because people are like, well, we've got money? Wait, where is this money coming from? This is the kind of stuff that very much drives me crazy about this economy. But you know what we'll do? We'll leave it right there. The world is crazy, but we do not have to be. That's why I bring you the Tony Katz, TK, that is me, Thursday Music Moment, presented by KillADentRemoval.com. They will take care of your vehicle. If you got hail damage or a door ding, they will come to you. Mobile paintless dent repair, make your car look good as new, whether it's the door, hood, or the roof. No matter where on that car there is a dent or a scratch, you've got yourself covered with Kill a Dent Removal. KillADentRemoval.com, their mobile dent repair. Let them take care of you. Kill a Dent. KillADentRemoval.com. Sponsors of the Tony Katz TK. That's me. Thursday Music Moment. The world is crazy. We do not have to be. We take a moment. We take a breath. We take a beat. We roll down the window. In the car, we step outside with our drink, whatever it is. I'm not here to judge. Maybe you work third shift. And we play some music and we relax. And today, there is a fantastic documentary about yacht rock. I think it's on HBO. And in this documentary, they play all the hits, all of the hits. And then they talk about the songs that are sampled from the hits. And one of those songs samples I Keep Forgetting by Michael McDonald. But that's not a song of the yacht rock era. That's a song of the 90s. Roll down the window, step outside, take a breath, have yourself a sip. From a 1994. From the G-Funk era. Regulate by Warren G featuring Nate Dogg. Producer Carl, hit it.
Regulators. We regulate any stealing of his property. We're damn good, too. But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
Regulators! Mount up! It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets, trying to consume some skirts for the E, so I could get some phones. Rolling in my ride, chilling all alone.
Just hit the east side of the LBC, on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Seen a car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. All of you search know what's up with 213.
So I hooked a left on 21 and Lewis. Some brothers shooting dice, so I said, let's do this. I jumped out the ride and said, what's up? Some brothers pulled some heat, so I said, I'm stuck.
Since these girls peeping me, I'm gonna glide and swerve. These looking so hard, they straight hit the curve. Want to bigger, better things than some horny tricks. I see my homie and some suckers all in his mix.
I'm getting jacked, I'm breaking myself. I can't believe they taking Warren's wealth. They took my rings, they took my Rolex. I looked at the brother, said, damn, what's next?
They got my homie hemmed up and they all around. Can't none of them see him if they going straight pound for pound. They wanna come up real quick before they start to clown. I best pull out my and lay them busters down.
They got guns to my head, I think I'm going down. I can't believe it's happening in my own town. If I had wings, I would fly. Let me contemplate. I glance in the cut and I see my homie Nate.
16 in the and 1 in the hole. Nate Dogg is about to make some bodies turn. Now they dropping and yelling, it's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. I let my explode. Now I'm switching my mind back into freak mode. If you won't skirt, sit back and observe. I just left a gang of over there on the curb.
Now they got the freaks, and that's a known fact. Before I got jacked, I was on the same track. Back up, cause it's on N-A-T-E and me, the Warren to the G.
Just like I thought, they were in the same spot, in need of some desperate help. The Nate Dogg and the G-Child were in need of something else. One of them names was sexy as hell. I said, ooh, I like your size. She said my chords broke down and just sing real nice. Would you let me ride? I got a car full of girls and it's going real swell. The next stop is the East Side Motel.
To a whole new era, G-Funk, step to this, I dare ya. Funk on a whole new level.
The rhythm is the bass and the bass is the treble.
Chords, strings, we brings melody. G-Funk, where rhythm is life and life is rhythm.
If you know like I know, you don't wanna step to this. It's the G-Funk era, funked out with a gangster twist. If you smoke like I smoke, then you like every day. And if your ass is a buster, 213 will regulate.
So the chat room is mixed on this. And I want to say to the chat room, I love that you're here. I'm so glad that we're building the live stream, but all y'all need some help. If you can't get down with Regulate, my God, I don't know if you know how to get down at all. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's going on, Matthew?
East side northbound 465 before Penn Pine crash on the left shoulder, slow past 70. Northbound 65 on the south side, stop and go traffic from Keystone Avenue up to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 60 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:47.
Hey, do you have more than $200,000 saved for retirement? You could put that money in the stock market, but you have no idea what will happen with it. Or you could make a smarter move and get a 20% upfront bonus and a competitive return that's averaged more than 10% annually over the last 10 years. Here's the math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000, right?
That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in that first year. So by year's end, your original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information by calling Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com. That's Bill Demery, your retirement guy, 317-648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99%, or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841, and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Are you ready for the biggest boat and RV sale of the year? The 36th Annual Indianapolis Fall Boat and RV Show. 3 days of blowout clearance pricing at the Indiana State Fairgrounds September 19th through 21st. But it's not a show. A sale. For 3 days only, shop over 5 acres of new and used boats and RVs. And this year, we're in the new air-conditioned pavilion. If you don't buy here, you'll pay too much. Dealers are liquidating their inventories, and after Sunday, they're gone forever. The 36th Annual Indianapolis Fall Boat and RV Show. Save time and buy tickets at IndySportShow.com. Another Renfro production. See a wreck on 465? Find a new pothole on your way to work? You can let Matt Bear know and help out your fellow travelers. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393 and join the text club.
Okay. Yep. I got nothing. Tony Katz. 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that TV theme song? Here's how we play our game. Producer Carl has picked a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. I can phone a friend. I can go to the chat room for help. You have to be part of the live stream in order to be in the chat room. It's growing. Good people there. I'm glad you're there. That is WIBC on the YouTube, youtube.com/WIBC. I almost think it's got like a Battle of the Network Stars kind of quality to it, but I do not know what this is at all. Let me start by phoning a friend. It does, chat room, sound like a game show as well. Matt Bear, what is this theme song?
Why, that's Naked and Afraid, Tony.
You imagine if that was the theme to Naked and Afraid.
First of all, that'd be funny. Secondly, this is the second time that Matt Bear has brought up a concept of naked.
Just today.
Some people are game showing this. Not a game show.
No.
It's not the McNeil-Lehrer report. I am really, really lost. I have no clue. Producer Carl, what is this theme song?
SCTV.
No.
Yeah.
Rick Moranis, John Candy, Eugene Levy.
Yep.
The best that Canada had to offer. Wow. Oh, never in a million years would I've gotten SCTV. You could have played Shmengi Polka. I would have figured it out. The Shmengi Polka is world class.
We should
So
add that
good.
to our bumper list.
Yeah, would you? Shmengi Polka's as bumper music would be glorious. And we play every single day. Sponsorship's now available. The full list at WIBC.com. On Tony Katz today, we'll get more into Jimmy Kimmel being basically let go by ABC and the statements made by Brendan Carr of the FCC. No, I'm not down with Brendan Carr. I'm also not upset that Jimmy Kimmel is gone. And I will not listen to the left that cheered deplatforming now tell me I have to hold somehow their standard. No, we have to hold our standard. And I am not a fan of what is revenge or retribution. And I think that Brendan Carr made a mistake talking about things in this way. You could have gone about things regarding ABC as the head of the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission. You could have said, what is it that you guys think you're actually doing? Jimmy Kimmel flat out lied about who the assassin was of Charlie Kirk because he didn't want to admit to the fact that it was indeed a leftist, engaged in leftist causes, in a relationship with a progressive, did not want to discuss the radicalization from the left. He lied to his audience, and it isn't the first time, and he absolutely was a mouthpiece of the Democratic Party, and it is not a debate. And there is an argument to be made about whether or not that should have been allowed. Brendan Carr saying, ooh, these affiliates better say something. Don't want to be on the bad side of Trump. Not how I want things to work. Not how things should work. And to all the trolls on social media who don't listen to the show, this is why you're trolls. Could you imagine what it's like to be in the sunlight with all of us? Get out of the rock, get out of the cave, listen to the show, be part of the conversation. You might not agree with everything, but dear Lord, you'd actually know what's going on. But you don't, because you're either trolls or you're communists who sit on the Indianapolis City County Council. One or the other. I'll catch you guys at noon. Matt Bear has traffic.
Looking at the east side, crash northbound 465 before Penn Pike. Slow